Hi everyone, I'm Ray, and today I am filming the Booktubeathon wrap-up. And I had a really busy week, and I know that's not much of an excuse, I guess, but when I had downtime, I really had trouble making myself read. I mean, I tried my best, but I finished 2 books, and I finished 3 books, sorry, and I got halfway through 2 other books. So I did not finish the challenge, obviously, and I'm a bit disappointed. But I'm not trying not to be too hard on myself because I know that I'm not very good at setting TBRs for myself because I tend to get just bored if I don't have the option of just putting something down. If it's too strict, I guess. I tend to just put the books off. I really prefer to read one book at a time that I'm really interested in and really enjoy, and then, finish it and then wait until I'm done and pick up another one. So this challenge probably wasn't for me. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll tell you what I did get through, and yeah, I'll just get started. So the first challenge was to read a book with yellow on the cover, and for that one I read The Bluest by Toni Morrison, and I'd never read a book by Toni Morrison before, so I was pretty excited about that, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked it. I liked her writing style. I had heard that some people had a hard time getting into her writing style, but I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I thought it flowed really well. It was kind of poetic, and I think she might also have written some poetry, I'm not really sure. So I'm kind of looking forward to picking up some of her other books, and I really enjoyed that. So that was the first one. The second one was to read a book after sunset. And this is one of the books I only got halfway through, which was Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. I had already started this one and then kind of put it aside, so I thought it would be a good idea to kind of pick it up for the challenge and try to work on it a little bit more. But I would get home from work and I was just really tired, and I was not in the mood to read this. I just wanted to read other things, or I wanted to watch TV, or yeah, sometimes I guess when I'm tired, it's just I'm not in the mood to read. I prefer to read, when I have more energy to concentrate on them. So I will be trying to finish this, I don't know, sometime next month, hopefully, because it's been on my TBR for a while, and I do like it so far. So that was the second challenge. The third was to read a book that you discovered through Booktube, and that was another one that I did not finish, and that was Moll, Flanders by Defoe. I'm sorry. And I'm on page 105. And I kind of have mixed feelings about this book so far. I mean, I like it, it's okay, but I don't love it. I mean, I probably will wait to finish it to say anything more about it, but it's not really what I thought it was going to be, and I'll just leave that at that for now. Okay. Number 4 was to read a book by one of your favorite authors. And for that, I read Small Wonder by Barbara Kingsolver. And this is actually only my second book that I read by her. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars in Goodreads. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, I wasn't in love with it. I mean, it was a book of essays, which I don't typically read a lot of, So I really want to try some of her other work and see if I like that better. But it was good. I did enjoy it. Okay. Number 5 was to read a book that is older than you, and that is one that I did not even get to, and that was The Color Purple. And I'm kind of disappointed at myself for not getting to this, because I've had this book for a long time. I got it at a library book sale, and it's kind of just been sitting on my shelf, and you can see it's a really old copy. And, you know, this is one of those books that everybody has read and everybody has seen the movie, and I just really want to get to it eventually, but I just didn't have time during this challenge to get to it. So that was unfortunate, but hopefully I will read it soon. Okay. Number 6 was to read and watch a book to movie adaptation. And for that, I was going to read, I have it here, Child 44 by Robb Smith. But again, you know, me with my TBRs, I just wasn't in the mood to read it. So instead I picked up another book that had been on my bookshelf, this really old edition of The Horse Whisperer. And I'm a horse lover. I've ridden, God, I don't know, since I was in middle school. And I had never, you know, seen the movie or read this book, and I haven't really talked to people that had. But I was really excited about it. But then kind of, as I started getting through it, I enjoyed it less and less. And I ended up being pretty disappointed by this book. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but I can talk about it more maybe in another video if anyone's interested, but I only ended up giving it 2 stars. As I was reading it, you know, I thought maybe it's a 4-star book, and then I kept reading and mentally kind of put the rating down to 3, and then by the time I finished, I was like, no, it was okay. Yeah, it's a 2-star book. So that was a disappointment, but I will probably still watch the movie. That was part of the challenge. I haven't had time. You know, that's the theme of my week. I haven't had time. I did watch the trailer, and it looks a little bit cheesy, but it is an older movie, so, you know, who knows. I'll give it a shot. And maybe do an update. I'm not sure. I mean, if the movie was really good and I enjoy it a lot more than the book, then maybe I will talk about it a little bit, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to do that yet. So that was pretty much my reading week. Let me get the books that I finished here. So these are the 3 I finished. And these are the 3 I kind of, or the 2, I'm sorry, that I partially read. So, yeah, I didn't, you know, do as well as I hoped I would, but I'm glad I tried, because I'd rather, you know, kind of just put some effort into it and try than just give up on it and not try at all. And I am happy because I got some books that I've had on my shelves for ages. I finished them, and I can now put them on a different bookshelf. I keep my unread books and my read books separate, because that way I can just see easier what I need to read. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you did the Booktubeathon and you made a video about it, please, you know, let me know in the comments so I can watch your videos and see what you read. And, you know, if you finished it, congratulations. I had a really tough time with it. If you didn't, I mean, I really think it's okay. I mean, there's always next year, and it's just, you know, it's one challenge. It's not really, it's not that big of a deal, and I'm not going to beat myself up over it. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.